Today, wildlife agencies began this year's classification count of the Jackson elk herd. Eyewitness News reporter Tyler Berg joined them. He shows us why this year is so different.
No, it takes 20-plus people to pull this off.
20-plus people with a tougher job this year thanks to the warmer weather.
There's definitely a lack of interest in the feed compared to what we would normally see in February.
To get the count, a feed truck creates 2 lines of alfalfa pellets for a portion of the refuge's elk.
We had, close to 5,000 elk out here.
Wyoming Game and Fish Warden Todd Graham is one of 8 people up in this rig. It drives between the feed lines, and they count the elk with clickers.
4 people count on the left, 4 people count on the right. We do, one person does totals.
Each of them are responsible for a specific category.
They're classified by whether they're bulls, spikes or young bulls, cows or calves. Those are the 4 categories that we use.
But these elk are just a fraction of the count. About 60% of the Jackson elk herd call the National Elk Refuge home. So a helicopter has to track down the rest.
And so as we're counting these elk that are on feed, she's counting the elk that are in the surrounding hills, those that are off feed, to get a picture of the entire herd.
Another task complicated by this year's mild winter.
And the lack of snow cover will make that a little more difficult today, just because you're looking at brown on brown. You don't have the contrast with the snow.
The totals from the count will help make sure the herd doesn't exceed the valley's carrying capacity.
And we'll see how they compare to past years. And then we will come up with a proposed hunting season for next fall based on that.
At the National Elk Refuge, I'm Tyler Berg.
That cannot be easy counting. Wyoming Game and Fish just sent us the totals from this year's National Elk Refuge count. This year's total comes out to 8,390 elk. That is 94 more than last year.